Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal and this is Books Forever After, where I sit on my floor, we talk about everything and all things books and nothing but the books. So today we are going to talk about April TBR. It is another month, another TBR. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I can't believe that it's April. And I can't believe how many books I have on my TBR, or I'm just how delulu I am on what books I'm going to read. So I have, besides our read-along and our mood reader book club, I have no idea what I'm going to read because I will be doing our Ever After-a-thon in May, which is primarily historical romance focus, and you'll hear more about that later this month as well. But because it's so historical romance focused, at least for me, then that means that April I kind of want to read as much whatever else I'm in the mood for, so I don't get burnt out on historical romance. Even though I love historical romance and it's near and dear to my heart, I just don't want what happened last year is I got burnt out a little bit. We're really a reading slump, I think. I had a couple of doozies that really didn't work out for me. And so with that, I am also still kind of doing all of some other prep work as well. And then I also have a very busy time period, at least for the first 2 weeks of the month for my job. So like I said, I'm delulu. And I forgot that it's also Easter this month as well. So yes, I'm very delulu. And so it's going to be great to bring back the TBR jar because I need help. Desperately. Yeah, so let's talk about what I'm currently reading and then those two books, and then we'll try to see what we can pick out of something. Because I really truly had no idea what I'm in the mood for. Maybe contemporary, that's about it. Okay, so enough chit-chatting or rambling, and let's just talk about the books for this month. We have and ironically I don't have a copy of a physical copy, so I feel I don't know what to do with my hands. But the first topic is our mood reader book club, and that is we're shifting gears significantly and doing a YA, and we're going back to the past and trying to achieve a little bit of nostalgia. And we're going to read Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast, which is from the House of Night series. So that is book 1. So that is from the days of yore. Think Twilight era days. This is a Vampire Academy sort of thing from those days of Twilight and the Vampire Academy and those kind of things. So yeah, I'm interested in go back in nostalgia. I don't have a copy of the first one, so I'll have to get that from a library. So that it's going to be really interesting to see and test. Is it still good? Does it still hit? So this will be fun to do. Our reading sprints will be on Friday, April 17th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which that is also the very special announcement day that you will be receiving for that day for the readathon, so keep posted for that. And then on Sunday, I think it's the 26th, don't quote me, I think it's the last Sunday of the month, we will be doing the live show for Marked, and that will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then the other book that I will be reading is the third book in the Palace of Rogues series, which is the, what's it called? I'm Only Wicked with You. And that is a read-along series that I'm doing for the Palace of Rogues with Tara from Tara Talks Books. We're doing a whole read-along series from this series by Julie Ann Long, and so far it's been a success. I've really enjoyed the first 2 books. Sadly though, I only own 3 of the books physically, so I don't have anything to show you to show that, but I'm super excited for that, and I've been loving this series so much so far. So we'll see how this one goes. And at the Palace, the Grand Palace at times. So yes, it's been doing great. So those are really the only ones that I have absolutely for sure that I will be reading in April. Now, on to the things that I'm currently reading, which is many, by the way. I am currently reading 2 arcs. It's been slow going through that. And now I have another arc that I need to read, which is Deathbringer by Sonia Talgiarini. And that is releasing in May 12th. And so I'm hoping to get to this one. I have the 2 arcs before, which was Toe to Toe and, oh gosh, Ruinous Creatures. I'm not sure how those are gonna go. Very, very slow and just hasn't been hitting yet. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, kind of force myself to read those ones a little bit. But this one by Deathbringer is a dark academia romantasy steeped in necromancy, forbidden love, and a twisty murder mystery set within the perilous hails of a magical institute, as a death mage who hates her magic and a poison mage who hates her are forced to work together to stop a killer before one of them is next. Okay, so that is for sure. I'm going to have to read one of those arcs. So one of those is kind of like required reading, essentially. So I haven't started Deathbringer, but I have started Ruinous Creatures and Toe to Toe. I'm hoping to finish one of those, but to be honest, if I can finish an arc and if it's Deathbringer, you know what I mean? I'll take the good news where I can take it. So I'm going to stop right there because I think I want to use my jar because I do have some other ideas. There's a couple other ones that I have a vlog idea that I'm doing that I kind of want to keep as a surprise kind of a thing. I'm really intrigued by those. And so yeah, we'll see about that and see if it hits with the TBR jar. So pivoting, because I am just a scatterbrained today because I have no idea. I truly don't know what I'm going to read. It's been difficult. All right, so do the TBR jar, and I'm going to try to do the white pieces. The pink ones are continuing an HR series or reading from my 20 and 2026 HR series, and the purple is the fantasy romance selections, like my priority TBR for that. Since we already have a couple of fantasies and such that I'm probably going to be selecting from, you know, to come with that vlog idea. So yeah, we'll just see what we got. We're just gonna have to do the white pieces to see what we can make. What can we make work? I mean, really, that's all it is. Okay, so what is this? Please give me a good one. Okay, sci-fi romance. Frick. Okay. Why does it do this to me? Why am I to myself? Oh dear lord, sci-fi romance. Alright, sci-fi romance. That is fantasy, really, and I don't want to do fantasy. So, let me see. Let me see if what I have selected has a sci-fi already. Yeah, we're gonna have to like pass on that one because there's nothing that's gonna match of my 16. So we're gonna try to narrow down the 16 that I have selected, and I don't know. Okay. Okay, vibes of your current favorite song. Why did I select these? Oh gosh, what was I listening to? Hold on. Let me check my phone and see what I've been playing. Okay, so it looks like the song that I was listening to most recently on Spotify a lot was Electric Love by Born. And so, I don't know if I'll be able to play a snippet of that here because, you know, copyright and all the whole thing. So if I can, I'll play it here. Otherwise, I'll just pop an image of the album so you can, like, look at that with the song, whatever. So I think, because it fits, because I want to read contemporary romance, I'm just going to do this one. So this one is My Dark Fairy Tale by Gianna Darling. This is a mafia romance. And I don't know, it kind of fits. He's obsessed with her. So... I think that fits. Electric Love. There we go. I guess that fits. Very, very poorly, probably, but you know what that is. Try one more and see if this will work, because already that's two. Okay, because the we had the 2 books that I'm going to read, the historical, marked, the Palace of Rogues one of the arcs, the fantasy romance arcs, and then I am currently reading, Take Me Forever, I am currently reading Storm of Secrets and Sorrow, so that's 4. And then now we have My Dark Fairy Tale. So I will try to probably binge read this because this is a duet, so I'll probably try to read this one and My Dark Ever After. So there we go. So I don't know. I love Gianna Darling. This is a mafia romance, Italian mafia romance. I haven't read a Gianna Darling in forever. And she's like one of my favorites. I haven't read her Follow Men series, but I've read this Evolution of Sin trilogy. I think it's like renamed now and the covers have been republished. The Enslaved duet is like my absolute favorite. And then of course we have Villain's Rise or whatever one, the other sister. So those 3 sister ones I've loved, as well as the Guardian duet novels of her. So I just need to get caught up on her most recent releases, really, and then also just read her Follow Men series. So I am in the mood to do that, and so we'll see how that goes. So let's try this again, and for the love of God, hopefully it'll fit. Okay, we gotta go more towards contemporary romance. That's what I'm feeling. Owned ebook. Okay. Let's see here. A lot of these are physical books that I'm trying to read. So this is going well. Owned ebook. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to search my phone. Unfortunately, I film with my phone, and so, excuse me un momento. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, that just cements, I can make this work. That just cements that I am going to definitely read Deathbringer by Sonia Telgerini that I just mentioned, because that's the only one of the arcs, of the 3 arcs that I really want to read right now. And so we're just going with the vibes. We're following where the mood will take me, and we're just going to read that one. So, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is 6 books so far. So I guess that does it. I know there's like 16. I literally have 16, and reasonably 6 is probably as much as I'm going to make it, to be very, very frank. As well as the other books that I'm trying to read as well that I won't mention here yet. So I think that's where I'm going to do it. If I have time. So I'm going to leave it at that because Fate is not working for me right now. So we're just going to not test it. And if I have time, I would like to read this. I don't hold any hope. I was in the mood earlier. But as part of our Jane Austen read-along, we can read Twist this month for April. And this is a Pride and Prejudice retelling, reimagining. And what if, I think essentially this is what if Elizabeth said yes the first time that Mr. Darcy asked her to marry him, I think. No, that was a different one. This one is what happens if her father actually died. So how that would change their story. So that would be very interesting. I'm gonna, if I have time to read this one, but then again, I just, things that will be, will be at this point. Scatterbrained as that is, I don't even know. Yeah, it's really hard when I don't have all the books in front of me visually to kind of like picture what I'm going to be reading. But yes, the other one I really did talk about, I've been reading this for about a month now. About almost 2 months at this point. This is Storm of Secrets and Sorrow by Melissa K. Roerich. This is the second book in the Legacy series, and I am halfway through. It is just so slow, and it just makes me think that maybe I should have read her very first series that was in the same sort of universe, which was the Lady of Darkness series. So I don't know. We'll see. I own that ebook as well, so maybe that might fit as well for that prompt, but we'll see. This month is already not going to be kind to me. So I'm not going to chance it. We're just going to keep it with that for now. And I may or may not just, you know, follow the rest of the mood that will take me, try to read those books I had mentioned. Those are the selections with these. And so off to the races. Let's just put the lid back on that and not test it. Well, thank you guys for watching. That was my very chaotic TBR. That is just matching the energy that I'm bringing right now. So like I said, let's not test it. I always try to be kind to myself, but then I really end up sabotaging myself. More likely. That's how it is. What are you most excited to read for the month of April? Are you leaving up to chance as I am? Are you just following your mood? Probably a better idea, as I'm thinking. Alright, well, as always, I will have my links down below in the description box, including my Goodreads, my Instagram, and my bookish wish list. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified for every time I post. Alright, that is it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.